Welcome back to the channel and thank you so much for being here. I'm going to give a few minutes for some people to jump on because I'm running late as usual. Let's do our St. Jude prayer for today. Glorious Apostle St. Jude, faithful servant and friend of Jesus, pray for me as I am desperate at this time of great need. Help me promptly and visibly. I promise, St. Jude, always remember this favor and never stop honoring you. So my most powerful protector. You are my most powerful protector. That's the prayer of St. Jude. Hello, how are you, my darling? Imani? Is it Imani Bell? What a beautiful name. How lovely, Imani Bell. Say hello to you too, darling. This is the candle I lit for St. Jude because of some of us being in desperate situations and needing. I'm good, baby. I'm good. I'm hanging in there. Cosmo's here on my shoulder. Yeah, some of us have desperate situations and we need help. We need Spirit's help, and Spirit is going to help us. So I have a St. Jude candle lit. See? And it says, say the prayer for 7 days, and it's a guarantee that it'll happen. So we're going to see how it goes. And I'll say it again. Glorious Apostle St. Jude, faithful servant and friend of Jesus, pray for me as I am desperate at this time of great need. Help me promptly and visibly. I promise, St. Jude, to always remember this favor and to never stop honoring you as my most powerful protector. Isn't that beautiful? He's called a Kaik parrot, and he's from, I think, South America. He's not legal in all of the United States, but he is legal in North Carolina. And he is a rather aggressive bird, I will be honest with you. A lot of people are afraid of them because they will attack you. Thank you, Daywan Wooden, and Riki Aura. Hello to you all. Thank you so much for being here. Random McCredits 19, $100. You did? That's nice. Thank you. Hey, Clint. I'm from North Carolina. Hi, Amy. That is a bird. This is my bird. His name is Cosmo. Hi, Isabella. Hi, Amy. Hi. How are you all doing? I'm from North Carolina. Hello, Kira, Kim. So wonderful to have you all. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Oh, look at that. Wow. Oh, you're a gamer. What is this? Let me see what this is. Gamer Ghost. Thank you, sweetie. You sent a gift. That's sweet of you. Sweetheart, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Yesenia, Kira, what beautiful names. Thank you all so much. Oh, Virginia. I love that. I love that. I was born in Virginia. Pennsylvania. Hello, Steve. So happy to have you all. Thank you for joining me live. I really appreciate you guys. Okay, well, I guess we'll get started. Thank you for the likes. You guys are amazing. That's so sweet of you. I'm not sure what to do with this gift gamer. I don't know what to do with that, but thank you. That's very kind of you. Kailash will be here momentarily. Hi, Steve. Hello, 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 hello. You have a kike. Oh, they are special birds, but they can be really something, can't they? When their eyes turn real red and they start getting that thing like that going, get out of the way. You about to get bit and they're going to draw blood twice. He's a sweetheart most of the time, but he can have his moments. Let me let Kailash know that we're live. I'm gonna tell y'all what I've been going on my social media accounts, so interact with you all if you want to interact with me and talk to me and stuff. But there are some really scary people on the internet. You know what? He's biting my card. He pulled the sun card, y'all. No kidding. He just pulled the sun card. You might be dealing with a Leo. A little crazy one. I'm not sure what he is. My dog is a Gemini. I have a dog. Hey. Hey, 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 hey. No, 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 no. No biting my cards. How many times have we got to talk about this? Come on. Come on. You know you got to go get in your cage. Come here. You got to go say bye-bye. Say bye. Hey, Jackson. Sorry. Cam, what's up? Did the lady direct message the song yesterday? Nobody direct messaged the song. Hi, Lily. How are you, darling? I'm going to go put this bird up and then we're going to get started on the reading, okay? Because I do have a message, I think, from Spirit for us today. And we're going to get that going. So hang out. It'll take me 2 seconds to put him up. I'm sorry, baby, but you don't know how to behave when Mama's busy. Yeah, you're a sweet boy and everybody loves you. He knows you guys are watching him. He's very intuitive. Hey, Shannon, what's up? Lily, hello, baby. I'll be right back. So hang out, okay? Thanks for the likes. Okay, you gotta go in your house and Mommy just finished doing our video. Get in there until Mama gets finished, baby. And then you can come back out. I don't really know what exactly the message is going to be today, but it's going to be fascinating. I can tell you that. And I did mention when I first started that I have the St. Jude candle. It's burning, and I lit this for anyone that's in an impossible situation right now. That Spirit will. Glorious Apostle Jude, faithful servant and friend of Jesus, pray for me as I am desperate at this time of great need. Help me promptly and visibly. I promise, St. Jude, to always remember this favor and to never stop honoring you as my most powerful protector. So this is for anyone in an impossible situation, okay? What's up, Clint? Let me find Kailash because he's not here and he's supposed to be here. Let me see if he's lost. Kailash, if you're not aware, is my moderator, and he's from India. Okay. So maybe he'll show up in a minute. What you talking about, Nick? What's up, Nick? I just got up. Mr. Palad. I don't have any grandchildren, but I'm getting there. You're right, I'm getting there. All right, Spirit, let's get started before I get ugly. All right, may I have a prayer, please, for this collective? God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And this is a prayer of acceptance. It's also a prayer of recovery for those who are in recovery from substance abuse. We're going to do Q&A. Oh my God, Brittany, I'm so sorry for your loss. So sorry for your loss. You're going to be put in timeout. Mr. Palad has been put in timeout. All right, so we're having to accept things the way they are. That's not easy, is it? That can be so hard when things have become challenging in our lives. And for one thing, having a loved one to pass away, that can be hard to accept. I don't know what to say about some of y'all. All right, Spirit, help me to focus on. Hey, Jessica. Thank you for the love. All right, Spirit. Oh, that card was determined. Look, some of us need to have integrity. And as I'm reading these comments, I can't believe how much I see that. Some of us. Exactly. Exactly. This is a place of spiritual love and light. And that's what we're going to tolerate here. All right, let's check the energy because I feel that we have some people that are trying to bring in negativity into my throat chakra is closing into a place that spirit wants to bring love, light, and healing. Oh, thank you, Jessica, baby. Thank you. I acknowledge that. Oh, Brittany, baby. I can see you're in a lot of pain. This must have been a very special uncle to you. I'm so sorry for your loss. You know, loss is one of those things that is never easy. I lost my husband 3 years ago to alcoholism. He drank himself to death on the front steps of his house, waiting for me to come and take him to the hospital because I overslept. And he came to see me the night before. I had left him because he was drinking so heavily and I couldn't put up with it because I'm in recovery myself. And so I was staying with an elderly woman and her family was paying me to take care of her because Spirit looks out for us, doesn't he? And he came to bring me my mail and to say hello to me. And when I looked into his eyes, I saw straight to his soul. And I said goodbye to him with my soul. I felt it. The energy's fine. But I felt it when I had to say goodbye to my husband. And I told the lady I was taking care of, I said, that's the last time I'm ever going to see him alive. And she said, why would you say that? I said, I felt it. I felt us say goodbye to each other. We were married for 21 years. And when you're married to somebody for that long and they pass away, it's like a part of you goes with them. And it's that way with nearly everyone that we lose. My father was murdered when I was 10 years old. My sister died when she was 15, and I was 8 years older than her. It was 3 days after her 15th birthday. She died in a car accident. And I was having premonitions about her death months before, about 3 months before she died. I had premonitions and dreams, and I kept telling my mother, I said, something's going to happen to one of my sisters. And she just, I don't know, she just thought, my mama knows how I am. She's known I've been like this my whole life. And so I guess we just hoped it wasn't going to be true, but it ended up being true. Um, Recently, I lost a dear friend who helped me a lot after my husband's passing. He died in a car accident. They flipped the car end over end, 2 football fields. They were driving drunk, and all 3 of the people in the car died. I've had a lot of people in my life die. I had a girl with stage 4 cancer that stayed in my house for the last 6 months of her life before she passed. A social worker brought her to my door, and this was in 2009. No, wait. I'm sorry, 2019. The social worker brought her here, and she said she doesn't know where else to go. Her husband tried to cut her throat. And she said, she knows you. And I said, well, we know each other from Facebook, but I've seen her before. She's a neighbor. She lived right down the street. And the lady said, well, can she stay here until we can get her a place in hospice? And I said, yeah, of course she can. And I said, I got to go to work, but, my husband will be home all day and he can help with whatever she needs. I'll tell him what's going on. So I asked my husband if it was okay, and he said it was. So about 3 days later, the social worker came back, and she said, we can't find her a bed. Can you let her stay a few more days? And my husband came out of the bedroom, and he said, this is her home. Bring her stuff here, and she'll be here until the end. And she was. And then after she died, she kept turning my TV on. Her ashes were at the mortuary, but we didn't have the money to get them. So we were paying a little bit at a time to get her ashes so we could give them to her children. And he even told me one morning, my husband said, I just heard Holly. I said, she's constantly hollering at me all the time, and people would be at our house visiting, and she would turn the TV on and change the channels. I mean, she was just something else. Piece of work is what she was. But before she died, she asked me if there was anything that she could do for me after she died, because she knew I was very gifted. And I said, well, I have a friend that died of suicide, and I would really appreciate it if you would tell him to show me a sign that he's okay. And so she did. I got an email from a psychic down in Florida at my work email, and I work in social services. I do mental health, and we have a very secure email server. You don't get spam ever. And I don't know how anybody could have gotten that email address, because it was my work email address. And the email said, Dean said to check on his brother Denny. Now, how he would know that he had a brother named Denny? There's no way. There's no way that could have happened to me unless it was spirit, okay? So I started looking for him, and I finally found him, and he was in prison, and he was doing a 6-year sentence in prison. And when I found him, he had 2.5 years left on that sentence. And I took care of him as best I could until he got out of prison. And now he's still doing very well. He may be watching, I don't know. But anyway, he and I have a very special spiritual connection that's unbreakable bond. And he knows it, and so do I. And I love him to pieces. He has a wife, and they live in Virginia. But he's my twin flame. So maybe you have a twin flame, I don't know. But that's how me and him found out that we were twin flames. And then he told me later, whenever he got out of prison, that while he was in prison, he developed this gift with numbers. And he could, like, long numbers, like the kind that you have on, like, bank accounts or Wi-Fi, things like that he could memorize them instantly without even knowing how. Like, he could look at it one time and tell you the number. He developed that after he and I started talking in prison. So they are real. Twin flames are real, even if you don't want them to be. And sometimes we can feel like we wish they weren't, can't we? So everything's okay. Hello, Stray. What's up? I don't know where Kailash is. He might not be coming. Brittany, are you up to it today, baby? Are you up to it to be a moderator today? Thank you, Jessica. Your aunt's dog died too? Jeez Louise, there's my baby. Hey, Kailash. Hey, Kailash. All is well. I had to put somebody in timeout, but I think they left. I haven't really gotten started yet because I was kind of waiting for you to get here. Somebody gave a gift, but I didn't see any amount on it, so I just think it was something just to say thank you. You're fine, baby. You're fine. We haven't even started yet. The only thing I have done is I have the St. Jude candle, and I said the prayer twice now. Do you know the prayer for St. Jude? St. Jude is a patron saint. He was one of the apostles of Jesus Christ, and he was actually his brother, but he was his half-brother because he was Joseph and Mary's son. And Jesus was Mary, and Jesus was God's son. So they didn't have the same father, but they had the same mother. But it's glorious Apostle St. Jude, faithful servant and friend of Jesus. Pray for me as I am desperate at this time of great need. Help me promptly and visibly. I promise St. Jude to always remember this favor and to never stop honoring you as my most powerful protector. Amen. And I feel that. Hey, Pixel. Judy. Oh, that's beautiful, Pixel. Thank you for sharing that. What do you apologize for, baby? Everything's okay. But anyway, anybody who is in a desperate situation, this is for you. Wow. Wow. Applied spirituality. Thank you for coming back to the show. Yes, mysterious ways indeed. I feel that a lot of us might be in situations right now that might feel a little bit desperate. And the prayer that we got was, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Yes, right. That's right. There's a lot of grief on the channel today. I feel a heavy presence of grief. A lot of the people watching have had people pass recently. And you know that with the gift of mediumship, a lot of times people will be drawn to this channel when their loved ones have passed. So pray that spirit will allow me to get a message from your loved one in some way, if that's what you are here for. Even if you're not, I pray that spirit will give us a message for you so that that person can let you know in some special way that they are aware of your grief, of your hour of desperation, that you feel their loss. Spirit, I ask you to just do something in miraculous ways here. Move me out of the way. As always, move me out of the way and take over my body, mind, soul, and spirit. And use me in any way you need to use me. I submit myself to you. I completely surrender myself to you for whatever might be needed today. And the card integrity came out, but I think it's because someone was acting up. All right, so here we go. Spirit, what's the message for the collective today? May I see, please? Once again, collective, we got service. So this is about work. This is about what we do with our hands, feet, and hearts to honor, spirit, and love others. And this can be anything. This can be working as a cashier in a grocery store, because it says in the Bible, whatever you do, do it as if doing it for God. We don't do what we do for money. We don't do what we do for fame. What we do for God's glory. And when we do that, God will honor it. Okay? So remember that. It's about serve wholeheartedly as if you were serving God, not men. So whatever you do, do it wholeheartedly. Put your whole heart into it. Whatever it is. If you're driving a truck, drive that truck as if you were driving it for God, because a truck driver is one of the most important jobs in this world. Without truck drivers, you wouldn't have toilet paper to wipe your behind with. They carry everything we need around this country for us, and they deserve respect. Anything you do, I don't care what you do it as if doing it for God, not for man, okay? So somehow what you're doing for job, and there's a need to have acceptance. Maybe there's something going on at work and you're having to accept it. You're not happy about it, but you're having to do it because you were told. And this is a card of obedience. Obey your leaders and submit to their authority. So maybe your boss is being an ass. Hebrews 13:17a. Under that, we have love in reverse. So you could be going with something you don't love. And look, there's a need to be respectful. So when it comes to work, oh my goodness, you have to be obedient and respectful. And you may not even love what you're doing. And isn't that hard when you have to work and do things and you don't even love what you're doing? All right, let's see the spiritual gifts that are operating in our home lives. At home, we're traveling. Some of us are going to travel, or somehow there's travel when it comes to home. You might be traveling home. You could be going back home for the holidays, or you could be going on a business trip and you're packing to get your things ready for your business trip. And then you're also meditating. Okay? We got travel and meditation for our home life. All right, what about work? Oh my word. At work, look, work is making us feel crazy, like we've lost our minds. But Spirit says, don't worry, you're going to celebrate at work. There's something to celebrate. Right now, you feel like you've lost your mind at work. Things might feel a little crazy. But I see by Christmas, some of you are going to be celebrating. Do you see those Christmas balls? I've never noticed them before, but Spirit is showing them to me right now for a reason. And then there's champagne. This is a real celebration at work. You're going to really be celebrating work. And there's going to be a lot of peace. There's doves. Doves to me represent peace. Bonsai trees are standing out to me strongly here. The meditation position, a lot of peace. You could be traveling abroad and going to India is showing up here, England, London, Paris, Rome, China, like Indonesia. I see the Statue of Liberty. Somebody could be going on a cruise. There's all kinds of travel showing up for the collective right now at your home life. And there's also a need for you to meditate. So you're traveling or someone's coming to see you at home. And at work you feel crazy, but you're going to have a celebration. All right, surprises. Right now, surprisingly, Spirit is mending your heart. Your heart is broken. You need your heart to be mended. So right now you're going through some sort of sorrow or grief. And you see how she's reaching her hand to Spirit for help. she is going to receive that help. Someone here wears a green and white nightie or blue and white nightie. Red hair, beautiful. You're brokenhearted is what your surprise is. So that came as a surprise to you. Maybe the surprise is that your heart is finally mending after being broken for so long. It would just depend on your situation. Wheat fields, wheat grass, very expensive champagne, silver. I see a lot of silver. You could be dealing in cryptocurrency in some way. All right. And love life. In your love life, your chakras need to be aligned. And really, this is the key to love, is to have your chakras aligned, because those are what connect you to the rest of the world. That's where you get your vibes from. And when you have your chakras aligned, you're going to put off vibes, right? And if your heart is not open, you can't receive love. If your throat is not open, you can't communicate and listen. Your intuition, your crown, that's where you get your intuition from. That's where you get your vision, your sight. Your solar plexus is where you get your courage. And then you have your sexuality, and you have your root, your base, your chakra that grounds you. All right, so there's a very big need to get... Someone has long, dark hair. This person is not happy. They look like they've been crying. Very dark, black looking hair. Very beautiful, thin. You look like royalty even. A lot of planetary alignments going on in your life. Whatever's going on with you is planetary. You look like a genie. I don't know, I've not seen that in a long time. Okay. All right, what's our role? I'm going to give you some numerology in a moment. What's our role? Spirit, what is the collective's role today? There we go. Okay, our role, collective, is to see our reflection. We are going to be mirroring those around us, okay? So remember this, you're going to mirror. That's good. When we have others in our lives, we can mirror them. And your spirit guides are with you. You need to have spirit guides with you. Somehow a mirror. There could be a mirror in your life that is significant to you. A gold mirror, even. You could have a mirror with one of those brushes, the set that comes together. This could be very antique and fragile. I feel that it could even be cracked. Someone's could be cracked. But your spirit guides are with you, and you have a mirror. Okay? You're a mirror for those around you. All right, and then what's the outcome? Oh, we're going to have a lesson. Spirit's teaching us a lesson in wisdom. To see, hear, and speak no evil. Are we okay, Kailash? Can you comment, baby? I see you said hi to Nishi. I don't see Nishi though. Hey Nishi. And then on the bottom of the deck, be looking at the clouds. The clouds, there's going to be a message. And it could also be through birds, doves in particular. There's a lot of peace showing up. Spirit wants us to have peace. There's a situation where we feel a little desperate, but we have to accept it. We have to realize that we have to work, be obedient, and show respect, even though we may not love what's going on right now. Interesting reading, guys. Interesting reading. All right. How do you want to move forward, Spirit? I feel that because this is a work message that we need to get some guidance about work. So let's look at work. Let's look at work. All right. When it comes to our work lives, what is it that we need to know, Spirit, the most in this collective? Because you're bringing up what we do for service, and you're telling us that we have to be obedient and show respect. And it is important to be respectful and to show obedience to those in authority. And that doesn't have to be work. That could be others being respectful and obedient to you at work. You could be the boss. You know what I mean? All right, what do we need to know about our work lives, Spirit? Innovation and authority. Yeah, see, I think you might be the authority. You might be the one that's the boss. And people might need to listen to you and respect you. But just be careful with that, because you don't want to get a big head. But as long as you stay humble, this is leading you to a lesson. And right now you feel crazy, but you're going to be celebrating, okay? Don't forget that. This is going to lead you to a lot of celebrating. And I feel that by Christmas, you are going to really celebrate. You're going to get a raise or a promotion or some kind of bonus or something that's going to bring your life to the next level. You could even be inheriting like a company, taking over a business or starting a new business. All right, what do we need to know about work, Spirit? What does the collective need to know about work? Okay. This is what Spirit wants us to know. I'm going to read them in the upright because I'm trying to keep it simple. Okay. For some of us, there's a full moon that's going to be significant. I don't know what full moon. We'll pull a card on that and see if we can figure it out, okay? Good, we got comments. Okay, wonderful. Spirit wants you to know that there are some outside forces at work, okay? Unknown figures are driving the situation, and you may not be able to control the outcome. This cycle will shift soon, and you will be okay. So there's something outside of your control. That's why we have the serenity prayer, because we have to accept things the way they are right now. And that's what truly is going on with me at work, because right now the government has caused there to be no budget. And so they've shut our program down until June of 2026. And these outside forces are driving the situation, and there's nothing we can do about it. But it will shift soon. And we'll be okay. We're going to be okay. And this is what Spirit says. Work for us is about our relationships. I don't know what this means exactly, but somehow working with someone is important in your life. The people that you choose to work with are very significant in your life. It says business partners, office love, and communication with coworkers are highlighted now. Make choices with extreme care. Be careful how you talk to people at work. And be careful about getting in relationships at work. And for some of us, this is saying you're working with someone you're in love with. And then we have on the bottom, oh my God, your purpose is unfolding slowly, step by step, as you go along. There's no need to hurry or worry. You are being divinely guided. And then under that, you have real passion. I think you're working with somebody you have a lot of feelings for. Stop wasting time in dead-end jobs and find your true passion. It's time to experiment, but don't settle for less than you truly deserve. You got to take some risks, some chances. But don't settle for less than you deserve. And look what's under that. Wisdom. We have wisdom as our outcome. And wisdom says you are called to serve as a mentor for someone or a role model and guide who can show the way. Use your wisdom and experience. So that's what you're being called to do. Okay? Keep that in mind. Under that, we have many choices. Some of us may not have many choices because Spirit has laid it out for us. That's the guidance that you have for your life when it comes to work. All right. Now, we're going to pull tarot and we're going to go ahead and get into the message. Cosmo pulled a card at the very beginning of the reading, and he pulled the Sun card. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Yeah, the Sun card. All right, Spirit, how are you working in this collective? May I see, please? The Chariot. There we go. You're traveling. You're moving. You're on the move. You're getting over things. You're moving around, getting things done. The Chariot is a drive. It's a drive to get things done. It is the horsepower that you need to get the job done. So Spirit is right now, it's like there's this strong vibe of the Chariot. If you feel, do you feel the Chariot vibe? Can you feel that vibe? It's like it's an earth element. It can be also Cancer, from my understanding. Right now I have a Scorpio moon, so I'm expecting to see the Death card come out somewhere. My throat chakra was closed. Wow. That is the most closed it's gotten in a long time. All right. Somebody sews. I see yarn. Could be sewing something. Very beautiful designs. You're doing something with your hands, but your hands are gifted. Your hands are very intuitive. Like, instead of using your third eye, your hands are gifted. Do you see those hands with the third eyes on them? Your giftedness is, your third eye is connected to your hands. Whatever you do with your hands is really gifted. And Spirit wants you to do something really powerful with your hands. You could also have a lot of people watching you. All right. Justice. What's the energy to overcome? There you go. And see, it went on the floor, which means you're having to reach for it. Oh, a star came out in reverse. So feeling like there's no hope, you're not trusting the universe with the situation that you're going through right now at work. Whatever's going on in your life when it comes to your service, you're not really sure. It's like you don't have this sureness, the assuredness. I think that's where your desperation is coming from, and your need to have acceptance is because you're just not really sure. All right, what's going to pull it together? You're going to use good judgment. And look, there's the Devil. Anytime we have the Devil, there's a real strong desire to get the job done. Like the Chariot gives you the energy and the drive and the determination to do what has to be done. And sometimes you have to even travel when the Chariot is a motion card. It's how you get around in this earth. The Devil is your desires, what you truly desire. And for me, when I see the Devil, if it's in reverse, it's toxic, or it's not a healthy situation, or it's something that you might be enslaved to. But when it's upright, in my opinion, that is a good thing. That is a sign of you're being driven and determined. That's what you really want. And that's what it takes. Here I go again with the throat chakra. Why don't you want to hear this? This is a very different reading. All right, let's pull a card on that. I saw a moon somewhere, remember? What's going on at home, Spirit, for the collective? May I see, please? What's going on at home? This is Moonology manifestation for the collective's home life. What's going on at home? I'm going to leave that there. Work life. They came out. I'm going to leave them like they came out. Surprises. Love life. Arrow. And the outcome. I'm not taking all those. You might have to forgive somebody, though. Outcome. Good, strong answers only. There we go. Now, when that happens, you have to take it. Okay. And be proud of yourself, Spirit says. Okay. So, what we got for home is take a reality check. But you need to stop that. It's like you're doing that too much. Full moon in Capricorn is the very first moon that came out. I have no idea when that is. Remember I said there was a full moon that was significant? Let's look. Full moon in Capricorn, 2025, 2026. Okay, so we had one on July 10th, and that did come out in reverse. So something here could have started in July of this year, and in January there's going to be another full moon in Capricorn. January. So remember I said something would happen by Christmas, and that full moon is going to be significant. That is January. It's either this past July or it's January, or it could be both. But it says take a reality check. Let's read them all upright. This one says unleash your kind of self at work. So you need to be more kind to people. Remember I said be careful how you talk to people. Unleash your kind of self. Think it through. Believe in good luck. This is your work life, okay? And let your fears dissolve. So you have some fears around work. There's definitely an eclipse feel to this. I think that the eclipse that we had last month is important. Okay, so what I have in your work life, first of all, I have that Capricorn full moon feel to your home life. So January could be significant to something in your home life, okay? In your work life, Capricorn, again, first quarter moon in Capricorn. Cancer is here with let your fears dissolve. So be kind and stop being afraid. Sagittarius is here, first quarter moon, and new moon in Gemini. So we have Gemini and Sagittarius coming out together, with Cancer and Capricorn coming out together as well. That is soulmate or twin flame vibes right there, because those are polar opposites, both of them, right? And then what you have as your surprise is that you're going to release control, first quarter moon in Taurus. I think this is your surprise right here, this Chariot, this travel. You may be surprised at some travel involved with work or something that you have to do that involves travel. And you just have to accept this. Let this go. Just release control. Stop trying to control the outcome and allow the universe to bring the outcome to you. I know lately I've been working on something, and I've had to be very careful not to be too controlling, because I can be very controlling. All right, and then there's our Scorpio vibe for that moon we're having right now. It says, new moon in Scorpio, go deeper. That's in your love life. So your chakras need alignment and you need to go deeper. So you're not going deep enough in your love life. You're not going deep enough. You're in a shallow situation with love. And then we have, for your role, is you need to relax and make time for self-love. But it doesn't look like you've been doing that, so start doing that. Mirror the people around you, okay? Relax and make time to love yourself. Their spirit guides are involved with you and being your role. There are guides helping you with this role. You have assistance, okay? And then as the outcome, you're going to lighten up and keep your heart open. And honor your feelings. So whatever it is you're feeling right now, you have to honor that. If it's fear, I feel that you're having some fear. Yeah, you're having fear. I think sometimes when we're afraid, we will react instead of respond to situations. And you have to be careful at work right now that your fear doesn't cause you to react instead of respond. Okay, you saw what we got for your career advice. That's your outcome, though. And then be proud of yourself. Whatever you're doing here is going to lead you to being proud of yourself. Ow, 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 I just hit my freaking ankle. Holy shit, that hurt. If y'all only knew. If y'all only knew. I'm going to tell you what. Getting old sucks. I'm going to have to see a doctor next week about that ankle. It's going to be okay, though. It's going to be okay. All right, Spirit, show me how you're working at home. Home life for the collective. This is going to be a little more personal when it comes to home. You're traveling, meditating, and taking a reality check. I don't know why you're taking a reality check. What's going on with you at home? Home life, planetary alignments. That Capricorn full moon. Interrupting is for assholes. Let them finish. So it's like you had plans or you were trying to talk to somebody and they interrupted you. They were like, shut up, I'm talking. Interrupting is for assholes. So somehow somebody interrupted something and they were being an asshole, or you felt like they were. Somebody's into unicorns. Somebody could have like yellow hair. All right, what about work life? That flew out with force. Check yourself. There's check yourself again. So your work and home life are somewhat connected. You might work from home. But it's saying once again, don't check yourself. Maybe you didn't do anything wrong. Maybe that's why it keeps saying you don't need to check yourself. There was somebody that was just being an asshole. And they interrupted you for no reason. Don't you hate people like that? I mean, not hate them, but just dislike people like that. Thank you for all the likes. What are our surprises? Watch what you say. How many times have I said that? Be careful what you say to people. How you talk to people right now is going to be important. Unleash your kindest self. That's that Capricorn vibe again. That reality check is tied to your Capricorn energy, which is over here on the bottom of the deck, which is about what you don't see coming. So how you act now is going to have an impact on your desires of the future. All right, love life. One of you is not going to do too many chores because that person's not getting laid. I don't know. That's what it says. It says one of you is doing too many effing chores. That person better get laid now. But it came out in reverse. And this is about you going deeper and aligning your chakras. I feel that you're dealing with somebody who's lazy and you're just not going to put up with it anymore. They're not worth your time because they won't go the extra mile for you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this person is making you do all the effort. They're making you put in all the effort in the relationship. If they're not putting any effort into your love life, hang on a second. It's my daughter. Shit. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me a minute. My family always comes first. What's up, baby?
So I just went and got my oil changed.
Huh?
I went and got my oil changed.
Good.
Guess how much it
Good.
was?
At least $50.
It was like 60 something.
Mm-hmm. Where'd you go?
It was like 69. I went to Dragonfly. It was like $69. But I'm not finished. Let me finish. He
Okay.
told me to start my car because he's gonna like direct me out because you know they change it while you're sitting in your car, so they have to go underneath your car. Whatever. He was like, okay, start your car. I went to start it. It wouldn't turn on.
Wow. What?
They like did something to my battery, like they read the battery percentage or life percentage or something like that. It was at zero. My battery was completely dead.
So $400 for the battery plus 60 for the oil change.
No, it was 200 for the battery.
Okay. You
So now
okay?
I have $15 in my bank account.
I feel you. Mine is negative about 400 right now. It's
Well,
gonna
hold
be
on. I'm trying to get my lunch. Hold on.
okay. It's gonna be okay. Emma?
What'd you say?
Oh, I was just saying. Are you busy? Are you gonna be busy in a few?
I mean, I'm in the drive-thru right this second.
Okay, because I'm on my video doing it live. But I'll be happy to call you back when I get done.
Okay.
All right, baby. I love you.
Okay, Bob.
Bye. All right. Sorry about that. No, I'm not. That's my baby. All right. So you have a lazy lover or something. What's our role? Wow, that flew out. You're going to send a picture, but you're not going to open your mouth. So that's what this being careful what you say is all about. That can be like sending an email to somebody or a text message. You're gonna text back and forth, but you're not gonna open your mouth. And when you send a text message to somebody or a message on some kind of an app to somebody, you need to be careful what you say because it can be misconstrued. Like it's so easy to misunderstand a text message. I hate freaking text messages. They're great for something quick, like I'm on the way, or what do you want to eat, or, but when it comes to like, how are you doing? It's not a good way to answer how you're doing because it involves you being able to show emotion and they need to see the expression on body language and all of those, the intent you have. If that's missing, things can be so easily taken out of context. And I think that happens a lot, especially in jobs where you work from home online. Okay, and what's going to be the outcome? Somebody's going to say, shut the fuck up. This isn't personal. This is about business. This ain't got nothing to do with personal. And you're not going to keep something to yourself. You're going to say something. And then you're just going to walk away. Wow. Okay. Now I feel like there's relationships involved here. Like this could be people you're like involved with at home. Keep your heart open. Honor your feelings and just lighten up. Don't be so tense and worried and concerned and busy. It's not personal. You need to shut the fuck up and keep that shit to yourself. I'm going to leave them all upright. That needs to be upright. I don't care how reversed it is. Somebody here does too much. The other one feels like they don't get anything out of it. That's your love life. You're going to send a picture, but you're not going to open your mouth. So it could be that you are going to receive a message and just not respond to it because it doesn't deserve a response. And sometimes people will send us things and they don't. Your surprise is that you're going to watch what you say. So somebody, it looks like, is going to say something and you're going to be like, I'm not responding to that. Why should I bother? What's the point? Like, they're not listening. They're just going to interrupt me. They're not going to check themselves. I feel like you're dealing with somebody who is a real piece of work. That's what I feel like. But I'm not really sure. I feel like now we're mixing things together. I'm going to find out a couple of things. We're going to hold off on that. Show me how this person that you have in your love life, because you've been hurt, but you're healing from that. You're having to watch what you say. You're having to stop being so controlling. You're mending your heart from being broken. Use your intuition. You're not conflicted, Spirit says. We've heard that before recently. How does this person you're in love with, or that's in love with you, or you all are in love together, how do they feel about us? Like, they're not chasing us and they're not conflicted. How does this person feel about us? Bitter, but they're not conflicted. So somebody's bitter. Oh, no wonder. You need to go deeper. Oh, your love life is... How do they feel about the collective? Like there's no hope. How do you feel about them? Like they're not nourishing. And y'all are realizing this. So you're with somebody you're not really into. And I think you're realizing that. How else do they feel about us? Confused. What do they feel? What are they uncertain about? What is the uncertainty coming from? Karma and spying. We keep seeing this over and over and over again. What is up with this? Somebody understands this. Karma and spying. You're confused about that. And it's because you're being dishonest, deceptive, and tricky. So yeah, you will have karma if you're spying on somebody. So don't be confused. You already know there's no hope for this. This person is not... They're not giving you any attention, affection. a lack of all of that here. And then you need to go deeper. What happens if you go deeper? What would you find? A past life love, a karmic lesson, repeating patterns, and that you're trapped in this. You're trapped with somebody that's not a past life love, and you don't want to be there. Ooh. You're trapped with the wrong person and spying on the right one. Is what it looks like to me. How do you feel about the one that you're wanting to be with? Oh, look. They're beautiful. How does this person feel about you? Like you're withdrawn. Like you're single. Like you're alone. Or like they want you to be. Look, there needs to be healing somewhere. There's a need for healing somewhere. What's going on between these two people, Spirit? That's what's hopeless. Remember over here, I said something you felt like was hopeless? This is what you feel is hopeless. And this is hopeless too. Because you want to be with this person. What would happen if you took a chance and you went for it? There you go. What the hell? No, I cannot make this shit up. Work is calling. Hold on. Hey, Carol. Work is calling from both numbers, y'all. Did I not tell you this was a message about work? Okay, if you would take a chance on this person that you're in love with, you would realize that their heart is open to you. Instead of thinking that it's hopeless, it's not hopeless. Their heart is open to you. But you don't know that for some reason. So you're staying trapped and spying on them and getting karma. All because you feel like it's hopeless. Doesn't look hopeless to me. Now, I mean, it can have its needs. Let's see what it needs. What does this relationship need? The one that you want to be in so desperately. Oh, you need to stop being so confused all the time. Why are you so confused? You don't know what you want, so you need clarity before you get involved. Somebody has blue eyes. Bless your heart. And there could have been age issues in this relationship also. What else is going on besides you're confused? Sex only? Okay, so now you're confused. Okay, you don't know if all this person wants is sex. And you're trying, you have felt like in the past everyone leaves. Like all they want from you is sex and then they just leave. You must be very beautiful or handsome. Let's find out the truth about that. We're just moving in a lot of directions today, but that's okay. A lot of people watch these videos. Make sure you're liking, sharing, subscribing, and what's that called they can do, Kailash? Hype the video. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. And it does show me when you guys do that for me, and I appreciate you for doing so. Alright, let's talk about this sex only. Do they want sex only? Don't take action. Ask your angels and ask for help from others. What do you mean don't take action? Is it sex only or not? You're not ready right now. Don't be assertive. I mean, you're being told absolutely not to do this. Not the right time. So that person is off limits, and that's why I guess you feel like it's hopeless. Will it always be hopeless? Let go and choose a new direction. So it is hopeless. You're right. And it has something to do with them wanting sex only. All right, home life. How do we not F ourselves? Oh my God, there's our celebration. Somehow your work and your home life are connected. You're going to celebrate. Live your dream and exploration. You need to go exploring. Explore yourself and live your dream. Peel off false personas and get to know yourself to find the truth. Somebody is going to wear a very unique looking mask, I think, and a hat for Halloween. You might do that anyway. And then there is some kind of earrings that are like teardrop shape and gold with a pattern in them. Somebody's favorite color could be purple. You're going to really celebrate something. And it's going to be something you're doing at work, but it's going to be affecting your home. All right, what about work life? In your work life, Spirit wants you to simply have faith. Have faith at work. Hey, Tressa. So many people. Remove the doubts and questions. You are ready to step into your blessings and claim what is already yours. All right, surprises. You're going to hold on to expectations around money. Okay, so surprisingly, you need to let go of your expectations around money. Do not focus on money. Abundance will come at the right time. But you're not doing that, so be careful of focusing too much on money. Somebody has beautiful blonde hair. All right, and love life. Just be yourself, and kindness came out. Remember, we had unleash your kindest self. For some of you, you could be working with this person that you're in love with. All right, and you might be married to somebody else too. Some of you. Look at what Cosmo did. That bird, I'm telling you what. All right, what's going on with our role here? You need to validate your past and meditate. You did the best you could. And what will be the outcome? Oh, you're still going to be obsessed with this person. And it's somebody that's a soulmate. So you have a soulmate you're obsessed with, and you cannot let this person go. But it looked like to me that there was some sex only involved. And you're just, Spirit saying no for right now. That doesn't mean it'll always be a no. But for right now, I think the motives are all wrong. How does the person that you're actually with feel about you? I want to see that again. Oh my God. Oh my God. Spirit. I got Divine Feminine on the bottom of the deck, and look at my belly showing in reverse. And I have Divine Masculine with a confession about third parties. Remember, I told you we had Sagittarius and Gemini and Capricorn and Cancer. Those are twin flame vibes. Anytime you have polar opposites like that, they have a tendency to be drawn to one another. Because they're just opposites, and opposites attract that way. And they actually complement one another very well. So you have a divine feminine and masculine, and there's a need for confession. So let's find out what that might be. I have the Lover Oracle deck that we're going to use for the confession. What's the confession about the third party? I can't take it anymore. The passion I feel is overwhelming. I don't know how to handle this. And this love is crazy. You're like, this love is insane, baby. And have you ever felt that way about somebody? Have you ever had a connection with somebody that was so intense that it just... I have, not just the one that's supposed to be. And look, it is dark without you. So you've left this person alone. Like you've completely stopped talking. You're not talking to them. Stop talking to them. I think you might have even blocked them on social media because you got tired of this crazy love. Because it can be like you can really have feelings for somebody that you've never even seen behind the internet and not know who they are, but you can feel a connection with the person. Have you ever had that happen? That's a weird, weird thing to have happen. And then you have to wonder if it happens again, if it's not the same person making new profiles, just trying to be like get into your life again. I don't know what's going on here, but that's what it feels like. You got something going on with somebody on the internet, it looks like to me. I don't know, though. All right, Spirit, what do we want to do next? We're getting ready to move on to Q&A because, I mean, this is getting weird. It's getting weirder and weirder. It's getting weird. Okay. I do want to find out, though, what might be going on here. What is going on at home? There's no facts, and somebody's a spiritual hater. So at home, somebody hates your spirituality. They hate your light and your magic and your power. And they never have the facts, make up shit, and they lie. That's what's going on at home. No facts, but they just hate you. They have no reason, they just do. All right, what about work? Somebody's threatening you at work? Why are they threatening you? Oh, because they ain't shit, it said. You're dodging their bullets? Oh my God. Somebody's always partying. Look, remember I kept seeing somebody celebrating? This person's always partying. And they're also stalking you, and you can't cock block. So you can't stop this person from stalking and being a threat. Oh my God. Somebody's always partying. You're going to celebrate something, though. That had a different vibe than this. Surprise. Don't let it confuse you. There's two different things going on here at once. Surprisingly, you're going to make some silent moves. Good for you. Love life. You're not going to be an obsessive lover, and you don't have a bad reputation. Oh, whoa, whoa. Yes, you do. Somebody has a bad reputation, but they're not an obsessive lover. So maybe you don't want to be with this person because they have a bad reputation. They smoke, blonde hair, dirty blonde, polka dots. They have blue eyes. This could be two women. Not for all of you, but for somebody. There's a woman here who has a bad reputation. That's why it's saying go deeper. Don't be obsessed with this person. All right, and what's our role? To be uninterested in this person. Don't be interested in them. And what will be the outcome? Oh my God, I can't believe what you're just... Look, you're going to marry for money. Somebody here is in an arranged marriage. And you're not taking any dirty offers either. If you aren't like in an arranged marriage, because see, she looks like she's from maybe India. And she's dressed for her marriage or her wedding or whatever, her engagement. This is somebody who is a gold digger. And they want to marry for money. They just want to be with somebody because they got money. And somebody's just trying to be with you because of money. And you're like, I'm not taking that dirty offer. This person's not gonna... I don't know. Yeah, y'all take it as it resonates, and if it don't, thank the good Lord above. But somebody is in a situation where they're being threatened at work. Your job is on the line. No wonder you're worried about work. Let me just ask your angels, just point blank, what will be your outcome when it comes to your job? What will be the outcome when it comes to our job, Spirit? Is there any reason to be concerned about this threat? It's up to you. Stop. It's up to you if you want this to stop. There are helpful people. What if you decide not to stop? You'll get recovery and improving health. So one of these people could have like a drug or drinking problem at work, and they need to get that in check. Remember, they weren't going to check themselves. What happens if you just decide to stop? Perfect timing to remain positive and look for a sign. Outcome of remaining positive. The answer is yes. I think it's the right time to get out of this. If it were me, and then compromise. If you're in a situation with somebody who is dealing with addiction and threatening you because of their addictive behaviors and their awful bad reputation. This person has a horrible reputation. There's no obsession there, though. It's like, I'm not obsessed with you. I don't even want to be with you. Okay. We're going to pull tarot on this and see what happens. I'm getting very sleepy. Some of you could be getting even dizzy. Like, I'm getting like, I feel like I took something to make me high right now. And it's like, I feel like I don't even care. Woo! Somebody's on something. Somebody's on something. And they truly do not care. There's somebody that parties too much here, and they're threatening you. They're a threat to you. They could even get drunk and come to work like that. Alright. I'm going to pull tarot on this. I just need to figure out which kind I want to use. God, I have so many decks. What do I want to use, Spirit? For some reason, I am being led to the Light Seers. Oh, we haven't used this in eons. I haven't used this deck in years. Alright, why is the Chariot here? Good strong answers only, please, from the universe. Because of the Page of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. So there's like something new, some kind of new opportunity. And someone sees this and they're thinking about it. That could even be spying. There's your new opportunity, and the moon is here in reverse. So it's like, get out of your feelings when it comes to that new opportunity. There's that Ace of Pentacles that was determined to come out. I'm putting it back in. But I'm going to say, you have an opportunity. I'm going to say that you have an opportunity for something. Why is the Chariot here? Because of the Two of Pentacles. You already have the opportunity. This is you getting things going. Look, see that? See what she's holding in her hand? A leather bag or something, a tambourine. This is a sweater weather, and skirts. Somebody wears skirts, but it's gonna be cool when this happens. Like cool outside, you're gonna wear a sweater. There could even be snow on the ground. This is Capricorn in Jupiter, or Jupiter in Capricorn rather. But this is about getting things balanced. It's also about balancing the seen and the unseen. It's about manifesting what's not here yet by keeping your thoughts positive. You know what I'm saying? Thinking things through so that they come into manifestation. And this is the way you're going to overcome the challenges, because that chariot is about overcoming challenges to your balance. All right, why do you feel like you have no hope? This is how you overcome it right here. This is the energy to overcome. How come you don't feel like you can trust this? Ooh, because you're having to, whoa, baby. Okay. Christmas. Look, the star, clarifying the star again in reverse. Oh, because you're waiting very patiently. Temperance is here. Sagittarius is here so strongly. By Sagittarius sun season, Christmas, you're going to see something change. I'm going to pull a card because you have the star in reverse, clarifying the star in reverse. And the star came out between you having victory and you being patient. So it's like, if you could just be patient, you would see victory. Somebody likes to wear high heels, short skirts, and like a top where you wear like an undershirt, like a see-through tank tops, work boots. I see somebody in work boots. There's a lot going on here to bring balance. Balance is needed here. You really got to blend this really easy. You got to be real careful here. Wise judgment here. That's what's going to pull it together. Wow, didn't I tell you Scorpio was going to show up? There she is. There she is. With a truth coming in. There's a very strong Libra vibe here. Very strong Libra vibe. The Knight of Swords is a Libra, and so is Judgment. So you are going to use your common sense. You're going to use your thought process. You're going to see the truth. This is a sword energy. It's a thought process, but it's mixed with your emotions about an ending. The truth is going to come in about death. This could be an ending. That's what's going to pull it together, is the truth coming in with death. That is this truth that comes in, and you realizing this truth is what's going to change everything. Why is the devil here? You got a lot of major arcana showing up your reading. Oh my God, I'm not taking that. Why is the devil here? They're coming out in clumps. There's a woman. It looks like a Libra. There it is. It came out anyway. The same cards I put back came back out again. Somebody is heartbroken. because they feel like they've lost everything and it's over. And they're looking for what to do now. Where do I go now? Where do I go from here? You could be a widow or a divorcee or someone who's just single because you've separated from someone you loved. You could have jeans with a hole in the pocket. For some reason, you're not able to take care of yourself financially. And you're like, I can't do this anymore. It's over. I have to end this. I have to end this. This is heartbreaking for me, but it's not going anywhere, and I need to look for something more stable. What will you find with the Two of Wands? If you're wondering what I'm looking at, I have the Queen of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, side by side, which is a card of independence, of having the ability to earn your own living. Someone definitely has a bird here. Someone is absolutely stunningly beautiful with a very natural hairstyle with curls. And there's also someone who has very beautiful black and gray hair. She is a no-nonsense woman, very intelligent, but you do not win her heart easily because her heart has been broken. And that's, whoa, there's a chariot. How did the chariot get there? What's the truth you're going to find out? Okay. The Death card is about the Empress. There's a woman in your life who is a very powerful woman. I don't know if she's your mother or if she's you, but this woman right here can run an empire normally. She's gonna have like an argument, and then it's almost over. This is what you want to end, is this. You're like, I can't take this anymore. And there's a truth that's gonna come in about this woman. I don't see it yet. It's almost like she could be ending some. Oh my God, y'all, look who's on the bottom of the deck. The Emperor again. Did that not just happen to us? Why is this woman here? There's another woman here. This woman is his match. They may be two different races, but she is his match. Why is this woman here? Oh my goodness. Oh, because this is someone who was in love with another woman. Look. You did not even know it either. I don't know if this is the same. It doesn't look like it. Okay, this woman's here and can't have her independence because of this woman who wants to break her relationship up with somebody. Who is she with? Or is that who she's with? This could be people at work now trying to get you fired. Oh, that flew out. This is where your nightmare energy is coming from. You feel like somebody is really working your nerves and you need to look for something else. It's like, I can't do this. This is a nightmare. It's not what I wanted. And look, you're hanging on to your change purse for dear life. Like, don't get into my change purse. This is a complicated reading, y'all. I'm not going to lie to you. Why is the Empress over here, though? Because she is looking at everything she's put in. What does she see? There he is. There's a King of Pentacles here. She sees a relationship or a marriage celebration. And she's very, very intuitive, very gifted. There's a King of Pentacles that she stopped talking to because of justice. She just cut him off. She got mad and they had an argument and she cut his ass off. And she was using her intuition about this man. Look, this was somebody at work. This man works with you. And this woman might too. All of these people are involved with you at work. What do you see when you use your intuition? That somebody's a spy and they're watching you from fake accounts. And look, there's the Fool. This is getting more and more in depth. Like, I don't know if I can even go any further with this reading. Let me look at it from a different deck. Jesus Christ. There's a lot going on in your life right now. Show me how this happened, please. Somebody was not for you because of their partying. Remember I said they partied? Alright, what's being hidden? That there's a lot of drama because of this. And what's being shown? You're going to trust your intuition. And what is going to happen next? No freedom. Gossip. You're going to be worried. Because somebody's not worth waiting for. And they're living a double life. Oh, so somebody is worried. Okay, somebody here has an addiction severely. And that's the problem. All right, what's the gossip? That somebody hates you. They despise you. You remember they hated you for no reason at home because of your spirituality. All right, what else is the gossip? They telling people they hate you. That you can't protect yourself and burn evidence. That you can't get rid of the evidence and protect yourself. Why do you need to? That's why you need to check yourself. There's something you need to keep. Oh, somebody's trying to betray the fuck out of you. This person is a snake. Somebody needs to check themselves. And you're realizing this. There's something going on at work. And you need to be careful because you're right. This person hates you. You're worried about them not getting freedom or you not being able to get free from them. And you're like, something's not worth waiting for here. What is going to be the outcome of whatever you're waiting for? That's why the devil's here. Why is the devil here? That King of Pentacles again. The Two of Wands again. The Nine of Cups again. Well, I don't think we've had it yet. The Four of Cups are here. And the King of Pentacles are here. All in reverse. So we have a Capricorn. And possibly a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Somebody's going to be under a heavy burden. This is not... Whatever's going on here... You realize there's a lot of drama, there's too much partying, and you know that somebody is not going to get their freedom, and you're worried about this. And it's because you know this person has not got their freedom, and it's the King of Pentacles. And his old lady is over here. There's another lady here. There's a boss lady over here, but her husband, and look, this is making you incredibly unhappy. Which is the card that Cosmo pulled. And I think, yeah, there's the end of the reading right there. I'm done with this reading. I'm done. Y'all know what's going on here. All of you might not realize what's going on here. But there's somebody who understands every freaking word of this reading. Every word of it. Alright, Kailash, I'm going to take a quick break. And then I'm going to pull guidance real quick. And then I'm going to take a break. If you resonate, please like the video and let me know you're resonating with it. And let me know how, if you'd like to, in the comment section. My phone is blowing up with notifications for some reason. I'm trying to be social and talk to people on my social medias. But if they're not going to be respectful and they're going to ask me for things, I'm not going... to put up with that. I will block. There's got to be respect. There's got to be respect. I have children I have to take care of, and you just heard my daughter say she had to spend $260 fixing her car today. She never asked me for anything, and she wasn't asking me for anything right then. She was just letting me know what she had to spend on her car today, because she is responsible, and she's taking on the role of an adult at 19 years old, because I raised her to be that way. And that's how she's going to have to be, because she's an adult now, and it's her responsibility. It's her car, and she has to take care of it, and it's just how it is. It sucks, but when we grow up, we got to be responsible. All right, let's get some angel wisdom. I love these new angel cards. I think they're beautiful. What do we need to know, Spirit? Spirit told me to use that other deck, though. Dang it, I wanted to use these. We might still use these in a minute. Somebody's taking something that's making me sleepy, or you're just needing some rest. I don't know which. But I feel so dizzy. And I haven't taken anything. Alright, guidance, please. Whew. I don't like this feeling either. The River Queen in reverse and the Prison Waif. And we've gotten this card before. We've had them both before. Number 36 and number 31. Whoever you are, that stuff you're taking, it could be dangerous. It could be dangerous. I'm just saying. It feels very similar to what heroin used to feel like when I used to do that. And I don't like it. I feel like I could just curl up and go to sleep. Alright, River Queen in reverse. Help me, Spirit. Turbulent waters and rapids to cross are directly ahead of you. You have no boat to navigate now. It's just you in the water going where it takes you. That said, remember the karma. The River Queen is your challenger here. She has no intention of letting you go under. Even when there's a waterfall ahead, there is no reason to fear. The River Queen will help you over if you can splash down again. Oh my God. The River Queen will help you over it so you can splash down again in the gentle waters of the river below, flowing with renewed purpose to the sea. Get off these drugs. Be fearless now and go with the current of events. This can be an adventure. So you're being encouraged right now to trust. And you were being encouraged that during the reading too. I cannot hold my freaking eyes open. Whoever you are, you need to get some serious help for your drug problem. Because I cannot stay awake. I don't like it. I got to take a break. Alright, number 31, Prison Waif. When the Prison Waif is your ally, it arrives in the realm as your ally. He comes to remind you of the law of paradoxical intent. Your own self-sabotaging thoughts and hidden beliefs are in fact preventing you from your highest good. You might believe that you're doing all you can to manifest your reality, but perhaps you're giving in to thoughts such as the following. Pay attention now. I can't do this. I'm unworthy. I'll fail, so why try? And I don't deserve this, and I'm unlovable. That's not true. That's not true. In fact, you're locked in the prison of your own making. But that's good news because it means you have the key to let yourself out. This is a sign that you need to spend some time with yourself addressing those beliefs. Damn it. I can't stay awake. Whoever you are, you're on fentanyl. That's what you're doing. You're doing fentanyl. Or even something stronger, or pills or something. This is a sign that you need to spend some time with yourself addressing those beliefs that counter your hard work to get ahead. You can change them if you want. You don't want to stay in prison, do you? Take inventory of your thoughts. Let yourself out of jail and spend some minutes outdoors in gratitude. It's time to let the sunshine in. It's been a long time since I've had this feeling on any video I've done. Alright, I'm going to pull one of these and see what comes out. Guidance, please. Thank you so very much. I am beautiful. The world is beautiful. My future is beautiful. Message from Archangel Jophiel. As the beauty of God, I can help you see the positive in any situation. Put on my uplifting rose-colored glasses. Do you remember that person you thought was beautiful? Today I will take one step in the right direction. Every thoughtful action brings me closer to my dreams. Message from the Life Purpose Angels. Whatever you feel called to do, we can help you take it to the next level. Call upon us to bring magic into your vision. Maybe you're just high on weed and it's real strong. I just don't do stuff like that. And then on the bottom of the deck is I am stronger than my sorrows. My hope and faith always prevail. I am the healer of sorrows and loss. Allow me to bring comfort and relief. Anything weighing upon your heart. Remember I said there was a lot of grief in the collective. If you stuck it out with me, there was. And even if you didn't. Alright, Kailash, I'll be right back, sweetheart. I'm going to pull a trinket in case you're not interested in the Q&A and you just want to read. Pull a trinket, spirit. What trinket does this collective need most to see that there's someone watching over them from beyond? We got the cutest little baby elephant. It's just the cutest little thing. It's like a teddy bear or something. Could be a teddy bear. This is not in English, so I can't read it. But it says something, I think, in Spanish. So you might speak Spanish. There's a butterfly here that says made with love. There's that owl for that wisdom. Remember the wisdom? And this says, never, never give up. Never, never give up. Let's see what we get out of this one. We got a bear, but the bear looks like it got broke. I Ching and an angel. I don't know. I feel like there's nothing else I can do for us. Let's get one more thing. May I see, please, Spirit, what we need to see from Instant Magic Oracle for this reading? This reading was tough. I hate when so many people come out in the reading. Spread love. Spreading love and making people feel good creates magical energy that is filled with good vibes. When we share love and kindness, it creates a ripple effect that spreads good vibes around the world. Your challenge is to think of someone who you have gratitude for and write them a note telling them how grateful you are that they are in your life. Then you can choose to email, text, or even better, do it the old-fashioned way and post them a card or letter. Do you remember I said you were going to send a text or a message, but you weren't going to say anything? You're going to spread love. And you're going to tell somebody how grateful you are that they're in your life. And then, what would our best friend say about this situation that's going on at work? This is a work situation or something it's working on. Opinion isn't reality. Go deeper. Do you remember we have to go deeper in our love life? And that person that's talking shit, that's a hater, their opinion means nothing. Nothing. Okay? Alright, give me just a minute to go wake the hell up. Whew. Somebody needs to get off the drugs for real, for real. Get back. Take that first step. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things you can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Somebody needs to get back on the wagon. They done fell off that wagon. Alright, Kailash, I'll be right back, baby. And I want to tell you thank you for being in my life because I appreciate you so much. Woo! Alright, we're getting the list together, guys. Make sure you subscribe. A lot of y'all are not subscribing. Kailash is going to make sure you subscribe. Make sure you're liking the video. That if you're inclined, that you share the video with your friends. And also hype it or whatever you call it, okay? Alright, baby. I'll be right back. Wow, what a reading. Wow. Huh, I can't even walk. Hop on the bus, guys. No need to discuss much. Just drop off the key, Lee, and set yourself free. What a freaking reading, y'all. That was, you couldn't feel what I was feeling, I hope. God bless you if you could. Okay, come on. Come on, Baba. Come on, Baba. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I'll be back. Okay. I think I'm awake now. What do we have, Kailash? Give me what we got. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. You want to say hey to everybody? You want to say hey to everybody? Yeah. You're my good boy. I love. Come here. Come here. Oh, he's like, oh, hell no, I'm not getting on that camera. That's Otto, my dog. Asha. Hey, Asha. How are you, sweetie? Okay. All right, we got, what do I need to focus on right now? And what can I do to improve my situation in my love and professional life? Good. Good. Good, good, good. All right, let's see what you got to do here. What does Asha need to do, Spirit? Hey, Brenda. Okay. I'm trying to get my stuff together here. What do you need to focus on right now? And what can you do to improve your love and professional life? Okay. What does she need to focus on? All right, we're gonna focus. Like, we're gonna look at wisdom of the oracle for you. There's a card left out here. Confronting our shadows. Some of us need to confront our shadows. Okay. That might not be you, Asha, okay? I'm just saying. It just happened to be out of the deck. Alright, what does Asha need to focus on, Spirit? Speak to her heart. In whatever way you need to. What does she need to focus on? In general, I think, is kind of the question. Just what is the main thing that needs to be focused on right now to get the most positive life imaginable? Ooh. Alright, focus for Asha, Spirit. Ooh. Oh, baby. Wow. Okay. There's a need for you to have a deep knowing when it comes to you having abundance. And there's a need for you to have maybe a leg up in some way. I'm going to tell you what this means real quick, like number 43, number 51, and number 34. You get the prosperity message, okay? Your intuition is serious here, okay? There's a need for intuition, listening to the oracle within, empathy, and hypersensitivity. Intuition is a faculty that allows you to enter into a dialogue with Source, the consciousness that you are a part of but cannot see with the naked eye. It's perplexing that people are taught to ignore this natural capacity to navigate their journeys, to access their inner guidance. Know that you have an ability to read between the lines and find all the truth that's missing when the story was told. This deep knowing allows you to open the door of wisdom far greater than what is available in the limitations of human experience. You're given information that may make no sense whatsoever to the logical mind or five senses, but which is 100% correct and true. The trick is to listen and then to act accordingly. Whew. You're now invited into this sacred dialogue of deep knowing. So true in, so tune in and trust your vibes. They will be right. Ask and you will receive answers from unusual sources. And then you get the protective message, okay? You are in empathy overload and need to get grounded. So tune out for a bit. Hypersensitive. You're suffering from psychic exhaustion. This signals a time for recharging of your batteries. And that might be what I'm feeling too. It's like a confusion almost, like I can't take anymore. Set energetic boundaries. Take a salt bath. Empty your mind and get back to you. It's not a time to be too open. Soon enough, you can let your guard down. Right now, you need self-care and self-love, and it's time to say no. Thank you. No thank you to anyone in your life who exhausts you. Won't that feel good? So you need to cut some people out right now who are like what they call energy vampires that are really exhausting you. There's things and people in your life that are taking advantage of your giftedness and you're allowing it and you have to stop, Asha. And then you have number 51, milk and honey. And I feel like I could take a nap. I'm telling you, I'm exhausted. Whew. I'm going to have a nap when I finish this reading. I'm so glad I cut back to once a week or twice a week. Alright, what we have is milk and honey here, and this is about prosperity, but you get no, you get the message. The taste of prosperity, opportunities born of authenticity, nurturing abundance, trusting that your needs will be met. You've entered a sweet time in your life. Enjoy the land of milk and honey. Wow, that's beautiful. Oh, I can't hold my eyes open though. You got to get a rest, okay? This oracle's message. You've entered a sweet time in your life, enjoying the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. It's an interlude that feels more languid than ambitious. When all your senses are awake to the unlimited possibilities in the universe. Ooh, help me, Spirit. These times are precious and only come when you're in. Whoa, I can't help myself. You gotta get some rest, Asha. Take a rest. Take a rest. Oh, Jesus. Help me, Spirit. These times are precious and only come when you're in the authentic zone. Wearing the world as a loose garment, not wearing yet to be nourished in ways both tangible and subtle. Abundance is an energy that you are a living part of. All your energies need. I can't. Whew. Asha, baby. don't know. I don't know what's going on here. There's something's going on here. And then number 34. I don't like how I'm feeling, y'all. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. There, 34. Protective message. Wow. Are you always insisting on doing everything yourself? Do you have little faith that help will come? Convinced that the burden of the world is doomed to remain on your shoulders? Your beliefs about going it alone need to be discarded as they do not serve you at all. Good God Almighty. Let others help you. Yes, it will make you feel vulnerable to admit. You need help. Somebody might call to help. Let them. You need a helping hand. But to be vulnerable is good for you. For you have a lesson to learn. You must let someone else assist. You can't do it. You can't do life all by yourself. Once you sit still, I don't know, something. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Spirit, help me. Oh. I can't stay awake. You can't do life all by yourself. Once you shift your experience, you'll be amazed by how quickly help arrives to give you a leg up. I can't take this no more. Hey, baby. YouTube. You want me to call you back? Alright, call me when you get off. Yeah, or whenever. I'll be done in a few minutes. I'm at the end of the list. Okay. Love you too. Bye. That was my best friend. And let me tell you something. If it hadn't been for her, I would not have gotten through anything that I've made it through this month. And I don't know what's going on. I feel a lot better since I finished that reading, but you might need to get some rest, Asha. I'm going to ask about your love life real quick. I feel so much better all of a sudden. It's like somebody will not let anybody help them. What does she need to do about her love life? Somebody's hiding their feelings, Asha. You need to express how you feel to the one you love to see how they feel in return. And you can't fix this person. If there's something going on with them and you feel like they need fixing, you can't fix them. Don't even try. Alright, professional life. What does Asha need to know about her professional life? May I see, please? Woo, Woo! I was not able to keep my eyes open trying to read that book. Fast changes. You'll be leaving a job suddenly or getting one very quickly, or your work may change dramatically in a short time. Go with the flow. You're about to have some fast changes because of success. The path you're on will bring you success, prosperity, if you just keep going. Lots of little steps to take along the way. You're on track. However, your success was in reverse. I think that's why you're fixing to have some fast changes, because you've been lacking success at work, and you will get the success that you need. Okay? So somebody needs to tell somebody how they feel. All right. Priya. Thank you, Haley. What were you saying to me, Kailash? Were you worried about me? Because I was getting worried about me. Hold on. I don't know what that was, but it's finally stopped. Whatever it was. Okay. Kailash, I'm okay. Priya, go ahead. I don't know what that was, but it's gone. Completely gone. Somebody was really tired or something. I'm glad they went to bed. Lamia? You would like to know whether you will ever have the money for the house you want. Okay, that's kind of a yes or no question. So, Priya, my darling, I haven't seen you in forever, baby. Will Priya ever have the money for the house she wants? I feel that Spirit's going to say something. I don't know what. Priya, I feel that Spirit's going to tell you it's up to you. Will Priya have the money for the house she wants? Ask your angels. You're not ready. All right, angels, what do you say? The answer right now is no. But you're going to... No and no again, Priya. But yes. Okay, and let me explain. You're going to fall in love with somebody, and then you will have the money. So right now, the answer is no and no. Look. Double no. No, 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 no. But there's going to be somehow romance. You remember I said I felt that Spirit was going to say something? And then your answer will be yes. So you're going to possibly have a love affair with someone that will have enough money that the two of you can have the house that you want. And sometimes it takes two, right? Oh, you found me, huh? Oh, I don't know. Oh, my goodness. Let's see if we can find out real quick. Can you show me who the romance is with? Can you give me a hint? Can you give me a hint about this romance for Priya? May I see who this romance is with? romance, Spirit? Who's the romance with? Ooh. Okay. There's a wheel coming. And this person is going to come in like a Knight of Swords. They could be a Libra, or you could be. This person is unstoppable. I don't know who this Libra is. This could be you. They have a very youthful energy, but there's going to be an unforeseen change. Look, you're actually manifesting this. What's the wheel? It looks like it could be somebody from your past. Or maybe it's saying you need to stop being stuck in the past. Who's the Knight of Swords? It was a haunting loss. Yeah, there's going to be a truth that comes in about the past and something that you lost that made you very unhappy. And what will be the outcome? A new opportunity where you've had no traction, where you've not been able to make anything happen. You're going to get a new opportunity again. And it's going to lead you to some stability, a lot of stability showing up for you. It's coming through a wheel that's moving slowly. Well, that was a Libra, and then the wheel is a Leo, a Scorpio, a Taurus, and an Aquarius. Yeah. It looked like it was going to be somebody that has a Libra placement, and there's that wheel that's all the fixed signs. So it could be any of those signs, but there was a lot of signs. There was a lot of earth energy showing up. Somebody's going to come in and tell you the truth. It's almost like it gave me the feel that they were going to come in and you're going to realize that you were settling for less than the best in the past. That because this person is going to bring you, somebody's going to call. They're going to bring you a lot of truth when it comes to love. What is this truth that's coming about love? Oh, it's where you've been so confused, thinking everybody's going to leave. You're going to get clarity in your life about love. That's what's going to happen to you. And you've been settling for somebody. This person that's coming in, I don't know who they are, but I'm telling you how they're going to act. They are going to give you so much clarity about what real love is like. Angels, what message do you have for her? Overall, what's your message to Priya? May I see, please? These are made by the same person that makes the yes or no card. Priya. One, please. If you give them to me again, I'll take them. That sleepiness went away. I don't know who that was, but I'm glad they went to bed. All my relationships are harmonious and healthy. All my conflicts in my life fade away. Message from Archangel Raguel. I can bring balance to unhealthy relationships. Call upon me for both personal and professional conflicts that need healing. You hear that? It was like Spirit dealt with it all in one. Ooh, meow. Today, I choose faith over fear. I stand tall in my trust in the divine. Archangels, message from guardian angels, rather. We are messengers from Source whose entire purpose is to make you feel safe. Trust that you are adored and protected in all ways. And see, I think you've lost that because, and I think that goes back to the original message somehow. There's been a lot of people that have made some bad decisions somewhere, and it just needs, somebody needs to just shut the fuck up kind of feel. I hope that helped, Priya. Okay, who's next? Stola? The list is closed, baby. I'm so sorry. Lamia is next. Okay, Lamia, what are Omar's feelings and what is the future of the relationship? And yes, I will be back tomorrow. And I don't know what that craziness was. It was somebody I was channeling through, and they could still be here, but I don't feel that feeling anymore. But they had done a big shot of heroin or something. Their feelings are third party influences and getting a foundation. They could be on some kind of something, or they could be dealing with some kind of job, or he's stuck in some city. You're realizing that somebody has third-party influences. Lemuria, this person's feelings are... What is this person's feelings? Their feelings are that they have peace and a lot of nostalgia, a lot of reminiscing and dwelling on this. They're at peace with it and they feel like they're your friend. But they have a lot of they don't use their intuition about things either. What's going to be the outcome? Somebody's not going to have an open heart and they don't realize this. Oh, and Divine Masculine is on the bottom of the deck. So somebody's heart is not open and they don't realize it. I don't know if this is Divine Masculine. That's the future of the relationship so far. Why are they not realizing their heart's not open? They don't use their intuition when it comes to chasing. And they don't want a second chance either. What's this person's problem? It's Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine is needing to make a confession. Can't make it up. And look, there's Divine Feminine on the bottom of the deck in reverse. So somehow you have a twin flame vibe going on here. What does this person need to confess? Spirit showing me another deck. Oh, what does this person need to confess, Spirit? They would say, I know the clock is ticking for us. Won't you wait for me? And I should have, could have, would have. So they regret making you wait. And I have so much going on in my life and I'm struggling to juggle it all at once. And hurting you was never my intention, but now it's hurting me too. So this person didn't realize that their heart wasn't open to the right person. They weren't using their intuition, and now they want to confess that to you. I guess you were chasing them, and they didn't realize why, but now they're feeling the realization of it. That's the feel that I get from this. What would they say out of this deck? Spirit said no. What would they say out of this deck, Spirit? Call me, call me, call me, delete, delete, delete. And what am I going to do with you? Seriously. And why don't you ever respond to my text in a reasonable time? Don't you hate when that happens? But it's in reverse, so it's like somebody responds now. It's like this person says you text them too much, but they do respond to you, I think. And I'm reading our text now, wanting to text you, but I don't want to look pressed. So there's some kind of weird thing going on between the two of you, and that needs to stop. Oh, wait. I hate you, F you, F you, F you came out in reverse. So at one time, this person hated you. Or they acted like they did. But now I think they've changed their mind. Now I can use this deck, Spirit said. All right, what would they say out of here? You have triggered me. So you triggered them. And I can't move on from you, but they have moved on from you. Or you've moved on from them. What's going to be the outcome? Sexual desire. And I don't know where to start. So it's like they have no sexual desire right now. And they know where to start. Please do what's best for your heart. So you triggered them. And it looks like they've realized who they are. I'm just saying. Hey, Emilianos! I love you. Yes, I remember you, baby. Of course I do. How you doing, sweetheart? Alright, who is next? That's right. No spamming. Okay. I don't know who's next. Amani? Hello, Crystal. Amani, are you up here? Amani, are you the one that does this every time? That we have to wait for your question, baby? Just okay. Will you win money from the lottery tomorrow? I don't know, baby. I don't know. I don't typically use my gifts this way, but I do, and I can. All right. Will Amani win any money in the lottery tomorrow? What? You better share. Abundance came out. And don't get more information. You got to come back tomorrow and tell me how much you won, okay? You don't have to share, though. Awesome. Congratulations. It does look like you're going to win some money. You're welcome, baby. I hope it comes true for you. Sure enough said abundance, didn't it? Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, baby. I hope you guys are subscribing. I'm so grateful for you all. Shannon with the SHA. I was awesome. Yay. Spirit was right about it. Wow. Awesome. Oh, okay. Do you want me to just see what comes out, Shannon? You want me to just see what kind of... Okay. That sometimes that's the best thing to do. All right. Right now, for some reason, I'm feeling to pull a rock for you. And I haven't pulled any rocks today. So let's see what we get out of the rocks. Spirit, what rock would you give Amani? I mean, Shannon. I'm sorry, Shannon. I'm so sorry. Give me a moment. Spirit, help me to tap into what's going on with Shannon. Help me to tap into the energy of what is going on with Shannon. Okay. I tried, but one slipped out. Somehow it involves honor. And your family. Shannon. It involves your family's honor. That's what I'm getting so far, okay? All right, Spirit. What does Shannon need to know? What does Shannon need to know, man? Y'all, this phone. Somebody's going to call somebody. What does Shannon need to know about her family's honor, and how can I find out? Okay. What do we need to know about this family and their honor? What do we need to know? What risk can I take today? Be not mistaken. You will have to take bigger risks than you ever thought possible on this path towards your dreams. You will have to take the big scary leap. Because do not fret, your soul has wings. Today's soul action. What risk can you take to move towards your dreams? Make a decision and do it. No more thinking, only doing. Be brave and courageous, and you will discover what you are really made of. And what else could this mean? There are always multiple ways to look at every situation. Our first reaction is usually rooted in our fears and limiting beliefs. Look at a situation why can't I talk? Look at a situation today by stepping outside of the trigger and ask, what else could this mean? Today's soul action. Is there something your soul is calling you to learn in this moment? Or is there a pattern that is ready to be broken? Walk in the other person's shoes and see it from their perspective. If it doesn't involve someone else, ask yourself, how is life happening for me right now? That's what I'm getting so far. And then on the bottom of the deck, I have, what am I most afraid of losing? As we grow, change, and transform our lives, it requires us to let go of something that was, to make room for what will be. If you were to take this big leap today, would you feel scared of losing love, safety, or belonging? What if it was a big fat lie? What if it was impossible to lose any of those things because you have the power to give yourself everything you need? Name that fear and look at the worst case scenario. Find a solution. Take your power back by being certain of who you are and where you are going. Today's mantra: I move forward knowing I am powerful beyond measure. I am loved, I am safe, and I belong. Okay, all right, and then I want to just look at one more thing, I think. What's going on in this family? Spirit says you're on the same team. Play like it. I can't make this up. And it's not that serious. Laugh. Don't let the BS make you bitter. I don't know what's happening in your family, but Spirit is not that serious. And it has to do with honor. Maybe you feel like someone has done something dishonorable to you. May I have a trinket for Shannon, please, Spirit? Please subscribe and come back tomorrow if you're not able to get on the list today. I would love to answer your questions. Okay, Shannon, I got an infinity sign. Somebody plays guitar. There's an elephant. Another elephant. There's an engagement ring. So somehow this could involve somebody's marriage or ring. There's a crescent moon with a baby. Oh my gosh. I haven't gotten this in a very many years. But I got weakness is a choice and I choose strength. I got both of them. That is not a coincidence. And I have all the confidence in Spirit in the world. Something's going on. I don't know, Shannon. I don't know. Maybe this is your work family. I don't know. Or maybe it's because you don't have family. It looked like you were being encouraged to get engaged maybe to somebody. Maybe you're thinking about joining someone else's family. What happened to the other Shannon? Did she leave? Okay, I'm getting ready to close. I got one more question for myself. Kailash, I thought you had a question. Did it get answered already? Okay. What's your question, baby? Or are you saying that she left? Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm very sorry to hear that. I lost mine 3 years ago to alcoholism. I'm not sure what the honor part was about and why it was about family. Think about it. Go back and rewatch it because it may have been a message from your husband. Let's see. What would the husband say if he was trying to come through and I missed it? I want this so badly, but I'm afraid of getting hurt, so I self-sabotage. It's being said again that you have fear of something. And the answer should be yes. Are you thinking about getting in another relationship? Are you scared to get in another relationship because of your husband? I don't know. Oh. Ah, okay. Well, I understand. I do. I get it. It looked like you might have been being encouraged to, from what I was seeing. But if you want to, oh, okay. Mine was an alcoholic, and he was also a very rough around the edges type of guy. He could be he wasn't physically abusive to me since we were very young because we were together for 21 years. But he was when we first met. When we first met, he tried to put his hands on me and he abused me when I was pregnant with my oldest daughter. He threw me over the back of a chair on my stomach. And I had the baby the next day. Love you too, Kailash. I'll see you tomorrow, sweetheart. Thank you for your help. And he was the kind of person back then that if I threatened to call the law on him, he would put bruises on himself so they would take us both to jail. So I couldn't even call the law on him. Because right here where we live, back then especially, they did not recognize women and domestic violence at that time. Now, after O.J. Simpson happened, they started recognizing it and taking it more seriously because unfortunately it sometimes takes that kind of thing. But I felt like you were being encouraged to maybe try again. But that's your decision and you have free will. Because just like I told Asha, sometimes we just need to meet the right person. Oh, wow. Mine was 13 years older than me. And honey, let me tell you something. There was no sex involved. And I've been celibate for 14 years because of it. Hey, Shauna. And I still haven't found anybody that I've been interested in. I mean, I would like to, but even like men tell me I'm beautiful and stuff now, but I don't believe it. Hey, baby. I look at myself as being too old for that. And that's not true. I think there are men my age that would be interested in a relationship, but I have to love myself enough to be healthy enough to be in a good relationship. And I think I'm very close to that. Um, but I don't put up with any bullshit. Thank you for the love. I don't put up with any bullshit. Because I did put up with it for so long. And then when I left him, he had the audacity to die on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why you stay. Because you're so afraid if you leave that they'll die. And then I left and he fucking died. Alright, how can Shannon love herself, Spirit, to get through this time? May I have the right answers, please? Wow, I'm appalled. Trust your wings. You keep being told to trust and sing your own song with release expectations. Look what's on the card. That's what I was saying. I was appalled. There's somehow a little bird and some, look, there's birds. There's definitely some birds somehow. And see how this is a pair of birds? All right, I'm going to give you the bottom of the day. These are short, so they won't take but a minute. Thank you. Somebody's going to get a phone call from somebody, and it's going to probably be surprising. All right, number 2 is trust your wings. Do you remember who you were before the world told you who you should be? Endeavor to remember, for that person has all the natural resources to be the mistress of her own power and the sovereign of her own life. You were taught to trust others in authority, facts, science, opinions of loved or admired ones, but often that leads to confusion or discomfort, for only you know what is best for you. Listen to good counsel, but dismiss whatever does not resonate with your soul. Now is the moment to trust the wings of your inner guidance. They will carry you far beyond all wild imaginings. And then number 21. And look, there's another dragonfly right there. It matters far less what you create, only that you create. Your mind thinks it's in control and operates in a very narrow space of psyche. To loosen your potential, switch from thinking to expressing. Sing, dance, paint, redecorate, collage with abandon. Explore your originality without the fear of what you think the end product or others will judge worthy or beautiful. A bird doesn't sing because it's talented. A bird sings because it has a song. Unleash the song in your creatrix soul and create with abandon. You are a rare bird. And then page 38, release expectations. For some reason, my wrist is itching. And typically when I have sensations in my body, they mean something. So there could be something going on with somebody's wrist. People don't break your heart. They break your expectations. This moment is asking you to remain true to your vision and keep your hope alive while releasing expectations. Holding anyone or anything, even your own dreams, accountable for your happiness is an exercise in heartache. If you'd like to experience peace and empowerment, do your life a favor and let events unfold in their own timing. Nothing tastes as good as freedom, and when we fully embrace ours and each other's, we remain in our power rather than in bondage to any particular outcome. Okay, that's what I got for you. All right, you guys, I appreciate you being here. I love you so much. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll be back tomorrow with another reading. I'm sorry I got so sleepy. I don't know what that was all about. It was weird. Somebody was on something. Hey, Cashmere. I felt something. I don't know what Bofa is, but I felt something. It was crazy. Oh, it was weird. It felt weird, weird, weird. Oh, come on. Get out of here. Let me put this fool out. He's been put out for 24 hours, so he can't even come back tomorrow. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Namaste. Mwah.